I'm going to be reading 2 short excerpts from my short story, Quilt of Souls. Across town, in a dimly lit back room of the psych ward at St. Boniface, Cora stirred in the muss of sheets, wet with sweat and tears. Her own stench made her nauseous. Damn, that was a stupid thing you did back there. You could have burned the whole place down with that lit cigarette that fell on the floor. What a cow. Butch spared no mercy. Shut up and go away, leave me alone. Cora managed to rasp through a parched throat. Her scalp itched, and the skin on her face burned. Every muscle felt as though it had been stretched taut and then let go. She took the fear and despair she felt, loosened a brick in the wall of her emotional well, stuffed the feelings in, and tamped the brick securely back in place. You wouldn't last a day without me, you idiot. Who do you think takes care of things when you're shit-faced? I don't know why I bother with the likes of you, Butch harangued. A young nurse with pale blonde hair entered. Her long blonde braids swung as she crossed the room. She scribbled notes in a manila chart and checked the white paper pill cup to make sure it was empty. She made no eye contact. She didn't speak. Cora sensed that the woman was holding her breath. Could I get a drink, Kate? She asked, noting the nurse's name badge. Yeah, Bert whispered, loud enough for only Cora to hear. Just throw a liter of whiskey in the bag. Kate, he smirked. Not K-A-T-E, but C-A-I-T. Sheesh, must be from California. Cora's head was pounding. Kate Pluckett, LVN, answered in a voice that felt like graham cracker crusts in the bed. Ice. You can have ice, she said, looking at Cora's chin. She turned abruptly and left the room. Cora felt humiliation burn her face. Obviously, Kate had taken offense. She didn't know anyone else could hear Bert. Flo Nightingale, she ain't, muttered Butch. Leave me alone, Cora shouted, pressing her temples against and squinting against the pain. You don't speak to me like that, woman. Butch was on her like a junkyard dog. Before she knew what was happening, he had yanked her by the arm out of bed and onto the floor. She heard a soft thud on her way down as her head met the corner of the drawer that had been pulled out from the bedside table. Blood oozed down the front of her white hospital gown. Her vision blurred, and a searing pain finally caught up with her. A keening cry that Cora didn't realize was her own brought an attendant on the run, followed by Nurse Plunkett. Butch had vanished. Later, an attendant wheeled Cora into an office on the second floor of the hospital. Good morning, Cora. I'm Dr. Morgan Crowell. You may call me Morgan. I'll be your therapist for the next few weeks. Okay, Cora mustered. She couldn't keep her mind focused. Why was she here? Do you know where you are, Cora? Morgan asked. Her voice was calming. She seemed genuinely concerned. Cora nodded. Could you tell me where you are, please? Morgan was more specific this time. She looked into eyes that shifted like sand in the dunes. She knew that look. Damn, lady, if you don't know where I am, you're in worse shape than I am. Morgan blinked at the deep voice, the hostile tone. She drew in a slow breath, settled back in her chair, and said, Hello, I'm Morgan. What may I call you? You may call me a cab so I can get the hell out of here, Butch answered.